Here, I have a question.
All right, this is part 2 about tithing. What should people know about church budgets?
So here's the thing I would encourage everyone to ask, and a lot of churches will tell you this or report on it. Look at how much is spent on salaries, and depending on how large your church is, look at what's spent on production. I think those are the numbers most people probably don't realize. And when the budget gets bizarre, it's usually bizarre in those two, where you have a ton of money paying staff and people don't realize like, oh, the majority of what is collected usually goes to staff. Churches have to fight that ratio to get it down. But then in a lot of instances, what made me very uncomfortable in my experiences was how much the production budget was. I mean, talking millions and millions of dollars. And I just remember thinking, people don't realize how much money is going to these different things. And so in this era of my life, I don't want to support millions and millions and millions of dollars of production budgets.
I got into a weird DM conversation from somebody who was like, well, my church does so many great things for like the community and feeding the less fortunate in their area, and especially as like SNAP benefits and WIC and food stamps are about to go out. I don't think people realize how very little goes to actually the community.
A lot of times what churches try to do is they'll try to do a tithe to the community, and that's usually local and global in a lot of situations. So 90% is kept internal, and then 10% goes out, which again, something to ask of the church community you're a part of. If you're fine with that, great. If you're thinking the majority of this money is going into the community, you may be very surprised to find out it's a small fraction of it is actually going out.
I saw a lady who has been giving, this was on TikTok, and she was like giving to her Catholic church forever and ever and wasn't attending anymore. And then she's like, I'm having a real conflict because I don't feel like I should give to them anymore, and I should give to like local food banks. I mean, I know you're not going to say don't give to the church, but, or would you say that?
I think you need to feel good about where your generosity goes, which means I think you need to do your due diligence, and I think you need to be strategic about it. And so I think I wouldn't say a blanket statement, just give to the church and check your brain out the door and let the church handle it. I don't think that's good. I also don't think it's bad to support a local church community if it's healthy and they're doing cool things with it. So I just think you got to ask more questions, and usually in my experience, people don't really understand how church budgets are spent.